Every so often, we get something related to Sam Raimi's unproduced Spider-Man 4 that gives us more insight into what could have been. Today, we're going to talk about some action figure designs and concept art that were in the planning stages for Spider-Man 4, but of course when the film was cancelled, well, they shut down the factories and stopped making the molds, so we'll never see them. Okay, Spider-Man 4 talk. I know people always love it, so we're not going to waste too much time before we get into those concept art. I just need to tell you that, again, this is a concept stage. It doesn't mean it would have been like this 100%. Either way, though, let's get into it. So I'm just going to let them roll, and I'm going to talk about them, and you guys can check out the designs with some pretty cool ideas in play here. You know, we're seeing Spider-Man outfitted with various different things, from his own, like, mini Vulture wings to how they're upgrading and changing some of the web shooters and trying to make action figures out of it, to whatever this thing is. I assume, again, Vulture-based. And just various other gadgets you would have seen. One in particular that sticks out to me is this one, which Doc Ock and Goblin Tech, and then the flight suit, which inevitably he would end up having in the MCU sometime later, obviously. But it's interesting to see some of these designs and things that they were working on. Now, again, I've seen people report and talk about these like this was all dead set. This is what they were going to look like. Electro was going to be in it. There was definitely going to be a Goblin Glider with Doc Ock arms in the movie. Guys, go back and we'll look at the action figures for Spider-Man 1, 2, and 3 and tell me how many action figures based on scenes are actually there and how many aren't and what the percentage is. You're going to find out that like 95% of the action figures produced are not based on anything in the film. They're just slapping things on it. Like, Marvel used to be famous for that. Back in the day, Iron Man 1, when that film hit, there was like Iron Patriot suits and stuff. They were never in the film, but they produced them. Again, it was a quick way to repaint and repackage and sell a concept. And if you guys remember, the Spider-Man games always did the same thing. They played around with ideas and concepts that never made it in. It was just sort of expanding the story. So that's sort of what you have here. And I think this is cool, honestly. I think it's really cool. We can see that some of these were made in 2009, which is really interesting to see because they would have been going into production in 2010, right there for, you know, a lined up release with the film. So very fascinating to look at what could have been some very unique and different action figures that ultimately I think bear little resemblance to what you would have seen in the final film. Well, everybody, thank you for watching that video, and as always, you can like, subscribe, share, do whatever you will. Check out the recommended video that's popped up somewhere on the screen, and also if you would like additional content, including more discussions and more unfiltered content, check out what we offer to the members section, which has new videos going up all the time.